to my channel if you've been here before, and if you've never been here, thank you for stopping by and seeing what I have to show you. And yeah, I hope you have a snack because I have a lot to show. I was going to come back last week, I think it was, but honestly, I don't really have an excuse other than that I was just too lazy to do it. Sorry if you were hoping for a video last week. Well, actually, this is the thing. Every other Thursday, I was doing my videos on Thursday, and every other Thursday I have Bible study. And for some reason, I had made it so my floss tubes were on the same day as my Bible study. But by the time I do my floss tube and the editing and all that, and then I'm also a procrastinator, so of course then I have to do my Bible study on that day too. By the end of the day, I was just getting major migraines and headaches, and I just that's not necessary. There's other days of the week that I could choose to do my floss tubes. So I'm gonna try, and maybe if I do them Thursdays, the other Thursdays, you know, that makes more sense, Angie, but or just a different day. I mean, I have options. So that is why I wasn't here last week. Yeah, so I have lots to show. I actually, the other day, was going to work on a new project that I hadn't previously worked on, but I decided I didn't want to show another project because I've got 12 to show. So raccoons did not get worked on, sadly, because I really actually wanted to work on it. But next time, I will definitely be working on it, and you'll see it next time. Yeah, so I've got notes. Yeah, if you've been here before, you know that I don't really use my notes. I'm like, when I don't even know if I've told you this story. I always like throw little tidbits of my childhood or whatever into my things. I don't have like a specific life update section, so sorry. But when I was a kid and we would do plays and performances and stuff, and you know, you have your script, you're supposed to use your script. I never used my script. I mean, I sort of used my script, but I always just like went off script, so it's not surprising that I can't follow simple notes either. But anyways, okay, 2 minutes in, that's not too bad. All right, so as I said, I have 12 projects. Yes, I do. But first I'm going to do my shout outs. Like I said in my last video, if you've been here before, I'm going to try and do Instagram shout outs and YouTube shout outs because I am very active over on Instagram. Angie Slowly Crafts over there as well. So, and there's some people that aren't on Flosstube, but I want to shout them out. So my Instagram shout out is Cheryl, which is _crazy on Instagram. She's hilarious. She has a huge, is it Lord of the Rings? I'm probably gonna get like eggs thrown at me for this because I've never actually, I don't know much about Lord of the Rings, but I'm pretty sure it's a Lord of the Rings. It's huge, like it's a super size, and it's all in blues. So anyways, she's very fast at working at it. She's working at it for her husband, I believe. Anyways, it's a really nice project. She also just started working on her Disney Dreams Little Mermaid. Sorry, I've had like 3 cups of coffee today. I should be able to do this, but anyways, and so she started up on that. Anyways, she's really nice. Go check out her account on Instagram, _crazy. That's Cheryl. My floss tubers are Wendy from Stitchy Wendy. I just found her channel this last week. I think this week or the week before. Recently, anyways. She's very nice. She has, her projects are all, not all, but like a lot of projects that I don't see other people working on. Like they're just unique, or just, they're not like, I don't know, they're very nice. I'm not, you know. I like looking at her projects, and she just had a spectacular finish. So I'm not going to spoil it for you. You need to go over and check out Stitchy Wendy. And my other person that I found this week was Amy from Nifty Stitch. I just marathoned all of her videos on the weekend. I think she's got 7. So yeah, it was, I told her, like, you're gonna get a bunch of comments on your old videos because that's what I'm doing. She has a lot of variety too, lots of Disney, which made me go onto Etsy trying to find a Disney pattern, which I've gone and looked before because I used to love Disney when I was a kid. Not so much now, like the newer stuff. I still like the old stuff. I just don't care for a lot of the new stuff. But anyways, but I can't find like that perfect Disney pattern. I don't know. I'm still searching for what I would actually want to stitch. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite, but I have many others. I've had this conversation in the last couple days with a couple different people about what my favorite is, and yeah. Anyways. So yeah, anyways, Amy, yes, and so she also has full coverage Heaven and Earth designs. She also does some smalls. I know she's going to be going on like a starting frenzy because this next year is her year of no starts. So she wants to have options, and she is not planning on doing where if you finish a project, you can add a new project in for. She wants like no new starts. So those are my shout outs this week. Yeah. So I'm just going to get right into my stitching. If I think of something along the way, then I will just put it in here and we'll see how it goes. I forgot to open all my zippers and everything, so if you're wearing headphones, and I don't know if you can hear, I've got the dishwasher going. I really hope you can't hear that. I probably should have like checked that before I started talking, but this is my 3rd time attempting this video, and yeah, like I said, I put the camera on and it usually takes me about 3 times to get up the nerve to actually keep talking. So we are going to start since you last saw. Sorry, it's kind of a mess behind me. Yeah. Okay. My first one I'm going to talk about is my Nativity by Donna Gelsinger. I am doing the mini version. Sorry. My project bags have like 3 or 4 projects per thing, so I just throw them out. But anyway, I might have to like edit. Okay. Donna Gelsinger, Heaven and Earth Designs, Mini Nativity. I actually didn't go back and look at my last video to see what you guys are seeing as my last update, because I update like every time I work on something on Instagram, so I get very confused at what you guys have last seen. So I apologize if I don't know what's going on. But 18 count, easy guide, 2/1. And since you've last seen the Nativity, I've only put in 137 stitches, and I just remembered something. Just hang on 1 second. Seriously, it's like the 3rd time that I've done this. My tablet, you're gonna want to know percentages. All right. Yes. So 137 stitches, and I am now at 5.15%. So this is what it looked like. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. So I am assuming, I think it's safe to assume, that I'm just keeping with my 10 by 20 blocks and just making my way across. I kind of do it within the 10 by 20. I do kind of like a typewriter, like Stitching Mommy's typewriter method, but I do like cross country in that 10 by 20 and then park in the next block so that it's filling in, I guess. And my husband and my oldest told me that they wanted me to just, because I asked them, should I keep going across here all the way to the other side? I'll show you how the other side of it. Or should I just go page by page and go this way? And they both said they wanted me to just keep going straight across. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit a lot of sky. I think there's only like 2 colors, probably like 939 and 823. Actually, I think it's 930, but there's like 2 blues. So it should go faster. It's not like super confetti, the sky. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I will pull that out. I'm thinking, I don't really like to make plans because I never fall through with them when it comes to stitching. But I think that one will come out more like Christmas time because I think that's my only real Christmassy piece. Although, like, let's not kid ourselves. When I get that thing done, it's going to be staying up all year. I don't care that it's not a Christmas piece or that it's not Christmas, or that it is a Christmas piece. That sucker is staying up all year. I mean, I could maybe move it so it's not like directly when you walk into the house or something, but probably not. I was thinking about this. Every stitcher should have a room in their house, and if you don't have a room in your house, a wall in your house that you can put like anything that you stitch. Like I always hear people say like, oh, I like this, but it doesn't go with my house. It doesn't go with my decor. Like my, but it would be fun to stitch. And so, I mean, I don't really decorate or have any kind of theme in my house, so I can put up anything anywhere and it'd be fine. But for people who like have, you know, their house decorated a certain way, they need like one wall where it's, or a room that is just like things that they enjoy stitching, but doesn't go with their house. That's what I think anyways. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. Next we have mini coffee sloth. Sorry. I don't think I worked on this very much since you last saw it. Nope. 119 stitches. This is by Sheena Pike, Mini Coffee Sloth, on 16 count. This is my only full coverage, well, my only Heaven and Earth design, I guess, on 16 count. It was my first Heaven and Earth that I started working on. And I just used regular like fabric from Michael's, so the counting is always kind of fun for this one. So yes, 119 stitches. I'm honestly not sure. Here's what it's gonna look like when it's done. This is a retired chart, so sorry if you like it, you can't get it. And this is what it looked like the last time. And here is it now. So I think since you last saw it, I started working on filling in her head. She's had half a head for a really long time. And so I decided that I needed to round that out a little. So I think that is where all the stitches went since you've last seen it. So yeah, I work on this one usually on Tuesdays. I have a couple Sheena Pike, but there is a Sheena Pike Sal, where a bunch of us are working on Sheena Pike, and we usually post on Tuesdays, but you can post whenever and use that hashtag. I always like seeing what everybody's doing. So yeah, that is my coffee sloth. Sorry guys, this is like really like more disorganized than normal. I guess 3-week break is just not good for me. Okay, I didn't work on my Mario at all, which is actually kind of funny because that is actually supposed to be my November Stitch 30 daily, but my kids have been home a lot. Well, not a lot, but I decided that I was going to do my Stitch 30 daily. Was going to be Monday to Friday was going to be Mario, and then on the weekends it was going to be my Cross by Thomas Kincaid. I don't think I have pulled out either of those. It is mid-November, so yeah, I'm kind of failing on that. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe I'll do some catch up, and I don't know. I was going to work on my Mario yesterday, but I had to go pick up my kid from school because he had a stomach ache. Although as soon as he got home, his stomach ache kind of just disappeared. So I don't know, whatever. And then they also had a snow day. Yeah, I don't know, I can't remember what the weather was like the last time my video, but we got hit with major snow, and it was like minus 34 Celsius, so not super warm. And then so I've been driving the kids to school, and then today it's minus 9 Celsius, so but I'm still cold. I am freezing all the time, hence the toque. And sorry about this, but I mean, if you guys would have saw me before, you would see that I did actually try to make myself look a little more presentable. But yeah, I'm cold all the time. I mean, it was like 20 degrees in the house yesterday, and I was just completely chilled, and my family's looking at me like I'm a crazy woman. They look at me like that a lot though, so I don't know if the heated blanket wrapped around myself and big fuzzy socks was actually the reasoning for it, but anyways, I'm sorry. Speaking of the cross, I did work on it. I worked on it. I put it somewhere. Sorry. Okay, so this is a kit by Candamar Designs. It is kind of a Thomas Kincaid. This is what it will look like when it's done. And I put 90 stitches. Here's what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. So, as I said, this was supposed to be my weekend daily 30. But I only worked on it once, and I don't even think that was the proper time. But anyways, so just continuing up here. I don't know if you'll see too much of a difference, but the colors look nice. It's a nice sunny day here, so hopefully the lighting is okay. I had to close the blind a little so that people didn't look at me funny if they walked past. Anyways. So yeah, I don't obviously have a percentage on that. Well, not obviously. It's not in Pattern Keeper. It's a paper pattern, which is probably why it doesn't get as much work. Oh, I forgot. My sloth, if anybody is wondering, is at 33.79%. I'd really like to get that to 50% by my birthday, which is in March, the end of March, because that's when I started it. It was a birthday start 2 years ago. So, 50% after 2 years seems where it should be. It's not even a big heaven and earth design. It's only 30,000, I think. Sorry. Yep, 30,000 for that one. So, you know, probably 2 years at 50% is something I should be aiming for. Okay, I didn't work on my monkey at all. It's bird garden. Okay. This is funny. So my mom was looking after the boys, or my mom and my dad were looking after the boys a couple weekends ago, the 5th. And I don't own a sewing machine. And so I had asked her if she would sew the edges of one of my projects for me. And I'm like, I'll just bring like one at a time so that it doesn't take so long. She's like, oh no. She's like, just bring them all. And she's like, I can do it. And I was like, you want me to bring them all? And she's like, how about you bring 4 of them? Because she knows how many I have. But anyways, and what made me think of that is, look at how, like, this is how you know your mom has been looking at your cross stitch, because look at how perfectly folded it is. If you guys could see how I just like wrap and throw them in my bags, I am not that neat. It must be, well, I am a mom, but I'm not that kind of a mom. Anyways, I thought it was very comical. Anyways, okay. So mini bird garden. I did 349. This is what it looked, no, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. So, spoiler alert, I do not have a page finished if you were expecting one. I actually, I actually stopped and I have thread there. Okay, so, funny story, well, kind of funny story. Last week, I think it was, for some reason, like I quite often spin a wheel for like what project to work on, and if I don't like it, I just spin again. I mean, it's not like set in stone that I have to work on that project. Sometimes it's just kind of like a elimination thing. But I decided to do a second wheel that did how many stitches I was supposed to do on it. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. How many stitches? I think this one rang like I did 349, so it was probably like 200 or 300 stitches I was supposed to do in it. But if you remember this one, I have a lot of ninja stitches left, and I didn't want to do 200 or 300 ninja stitches. So I just went over to this next page over here and picked up some blocks of color to to get those stitches in. So the ninjas did not get done. The page finish did not get done. Yeah, you know, they have to get stitched at some point, so it's fine. It's fine. So yes, I did 349 stitches, and that one is at 11.82%. I don't even know if I told you that this was Amy Stewart. There is a hashtag on Instagram, anything Amy Sal. It goes with also the one that I just want to fly Sal, anything with birds. And I think that's it. 18 count, 2/1. Okay. Next is my Nomies. Nope, that's not it. Oh, right in front of me. Sorry, bag. Does it help if I give you like a warning? Okay. So this is my Snuggle Up Nomies. This is a chart by Kaylee from Kaylee 10 Stitch. Also, her website is thesewingshop.ca. I've mentioned her many times on this channel. She has patterns, fabric, project bags, all the stuff. And she also has just regular stitching stuff like DMC and Easy Grid fabric, which I just ordered from her, and that probably should be coming today. So, for my new starts. But anyways, I digress. Nomies. Oh yes. So my Nomies, I decided that it would be a perfect snow day project. Every day it snows, put a length of thread in. But then it was like snowing every day. And then it was kind of like, well, this is turning into like a daily stitch. So then I stopped working on it every day, and I was kind of like banking on it. And then yesterday it wasn't snowing, and I decided to work on it. So apparently I fail at even snow day projects because yeah, it didn't get done every day it snowed. It's fine. So this one got 195 stitches. This is what it will look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. I think this is what I've been working on. I don't think I had much of that done. Maybe I'd started that the last time. Like I said, I can't remember, and I really should have went back and looked, but the mug is so cute, and like the little marshmallows and the hot chocolate. Oh my goodness. Or is it coffee? No, probably. Do people ever put marshmallows in their coffee? I don't know. I was making hot chocolate for my kid the other day, and he wanted marshmallows, and then he found some butterscotch chips in the cupboard, and he was like, Mom, put those in. And I was like, that's just weird, but you know, I did it, whatever. Oh, a little too much sugar. The kid was bouncing off the walls pretty good. But anyways, it wasn't bedtime, so it's fine, right? They can wear that off by the end of the day. So that is my Nomies. And then yesterday I decided to just go back up here. I don't really have I think I started this because Alicia wanted me to start there. And so I just, because I was originally trying to get the hat done, and then I just kind of woo down here and then back up there. Whatever. I like it. So that is my Nomies. It is at, oh, I can tell you what percentage. Oh, right. It's just under 25, I think, because we were laughing about that when I posted it on Instagram. Oh, no. It's at 26.96%. Because I was really close to being 3,000 stitches into it, and I was really close to being at another percentage. But if you know me, I stop at really weird before milestones or whatever. I don't pay attention. I'll stop at like 1.99% and not realize that I've had like 5 stitches to get to 2%. It's a talent. It really is. Okay. Next up is my mini mountain landscape. It is a stock photo. I really don't know who to credit it for. Heaven and Earth Designs charted it, and yeah, did I say it was a mini? It's a mini. Heaven and Earth Design. It is on 18 count easy grid 2/1, stitching on the diagonal. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it, and this is what, no, I did that wrong. This is what it will look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And I added 549 stitches. And again, I am forgetting that I like to do the side by side, but if I put the project right in the middle, you're not gonna see a side by side, so I'm gonna have to do some interesting editing. Anyways, here is what it looks like now. I know, like I said, I put 549 stitches in because thanks to that wheel, I think this was when I decided that the wheel was the wheel that told me how many stitches I had to do was controlling my life, and I didn't like it anymore. But I did enjoy my 500 stitches. Oh, you can see those colors so nice. Seriously, I love this piece. I believe I finished off this diagonal and then I started back up in this one. Now, when I'm looking at this, it looks like some of my stitches are kind of sticking higher up. But you know what? When it's back like this, can you tell that there's a little bumpy and messy? I don't think so. I think it looks pretty darn good, if I might say so myself. Works for me. Anyways, so that one is at 5.85%. The reason I'm laughing is because I stopped at 3,994 stitches instead of just, doing those extra ones to get to 4,000 stitches in. It's fine. So, one more time because I just love it. And this one really works well with stitching on the diagonal. I know the diagonal isn't for everybody, and it's not for me for every project either, but I do enjoy stitching on the diagonal with this one. And I think, actually, now that I'm talking about the diagonal, my mini bird garden, I think I'm going to start stitching on the diagonal with that one, because leaving all those ninja stitches for the end, or confetti stitches, or whatever they are, random stitches on the page is just not working for me, because as you can tell from a couple videos, I just avoid them instead of actually doing them. So I don't want to leave all of that for the end. Future me would not be happy. So I think I'm going to start on the diagonal, and then you can see the picture progress. The only thing is, I like to start on the diagonal on the right side, so it's going to be kind of weird going on the left, but it'll be fine. Okay. Ooh, 33 minutes in, guys. Okay. Next up. Oh, this is a fun one. Okay. So, I don't know when the 24 hours of cross stitch was, but Suki was doing all her lives. Oh, hey, Suki, she just put up a over 2-hour whip parade, which I'm pretty excited to watch once this is done and I can edit it while it's editing. She just had her 1-year Flosstube. Right? I think that's why she was doing the whip parade. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, she's got a whip parade. It's like over 2 hours. I'm excited to go watch that. You should too. Go watch it. Suki the Brown-Eyed Stitcher. I'm sure you guys know who she is. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, right, for the 24 hours of cross stitch, she was doing lives through that whole weekend. And I asked her if she could do a backstitching video tutorial, because I don't like backstitching, but I think the reason that I didn't like backstitching, well, the reason I thought that maybe I didn't like backstitching was just because I didn't really get it. Like, I I don't know, I hadn't seen any really good videos that really explained like step by step what I needed to do. And so she did a really nice video. So thank you, Suki. It was helpful. And when I show you this, do not think that it has anything to do with how her video was. She did great. I can't backstitch, but it's fine. It's fine. So this is my Gilmore Girls. Me and Alicia from Adventures of Stitching, and a bunch of other people. Did we start this in September? I think it was September. We decided we wanted to watch the Gilmore Girls and marathon the shows, but then we thought we should probably work on our Gilmore Girls projects too, because we both had projects. So this is my Gilmore Girls project. The hashtag is, I don't know why I can never remember this. I will put it up here, but I need coffee in an IV, MRA, SAL. And I put 59 stitches into it and some back stitching. Now it's kind of annoying with the back stitching because you can't count that. How do you count and give yourself credit for your back stitching? It's like, I backstitched. Well, you know, you could have been backstitching for like 3 hours. Anyways, it's no big deal. Here's mine. So, as you can see, whoa, no, you can't. Okay, as you can see, this where it says alumni, right now it's backwards to me, but hopefully I have remembered to mirror the video. But where it says alumni, that L, that L is so off. Like, it is just comical to me, but that's okay. It'll be fine. And this little coffee cup, I did that one too. It looks okay, although from the back, I should just show you the back because this is funny. Because, like, you know, when you're doing back stitching, like, you should be able to see the outline of where you backstitched. I don't know what I did. I did something weird, because if you look at that coffee cup, you can't see, like, I didn't go in the back when I did it. I don't know if that's making sense. Like, you should be able to see a line on the other side of the coffee cup. You can't. So I must have just done it in the front, and I didn't do it in the back. So, like, that's not making sense, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. I must have just went down in the front, but I didn't go back, and yeah. Anyways, it's fine. I mean, it's a quirky pattern anyways, so it's all good. And again, when you have it back here, sorry, somebody's just driving really slow across my street, but I think it's just somebody's delivering something, not to me. But okay, anyways, if you have it back here, I mean, it'll be fine. Now somebody is parking in front of my house. Okay. That, maybe somebody called the cops and said there was like some crazy lady talking to herself. I don't know. Okay. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, next up. Ooh. Nope. Okay. Next up is my Daydream Sea Turtles by Sheena Pike. Oh, so this last weekend, Alicia, Adventures of Stitching. I don't really think I should have to say Adventures of Stitching every time, because she gets mentioned on my channel like almost every time as well. So she's kind of somebody that I talk to all the time. So you probably know who I'm talking about. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yes. She wasn't able to do the 24 hours of cross stitch last time because of family stuff. So she did a rerun of it this last weekend. Now, she did awesome, by the way, and got her whole 24 hours. I don't know how she does it, but I kind of participated, but not, I had things I had to do, so I got like maybe 5 hours in. But I remember now, this is actually the one that made me decide that the wheel was not going to control my life, because I rolled my Daydream Sea Turtles by Sheena Pike, and as much as I love this project, it spun 1,000 stitches. Now, you're probably thinking the same thing that Alicia and my husband thought was, why do you have 1,000 stitches on your wheel? You're never going to do that. And they were right. They were right. So, anyways, but I did get 596 stitches done. So this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Wow, guys, I am all over the place today. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. Look. This is Squirt, the little baby turtle. I worked primarily there. I was still doing, if you remember, I said that this was one that I wanted to outline all the pages. There's like 34 pages, so that's a lot of outlining, and I don't know if I'll stick with that, but I did keep going. I started at the top of the page line, and then I work that color all kind of around the area, and then when my thread runs out, I go back up to the top and do the same thing. And I made it all the way, it's hard to see, but I made it all the way down to the next page, and where this pink comes in, that's another page. So I started working in another page over here, and now I'm working in this page here. And I thought I was going to be working on more of the turtle, but as you can see, that's pink, and I don't know any pink turtles. So there must be a flower there or something. But yes, I love this project so much. It is so fun to work on. And even though, well, there's not really a lot of, I mean, there's confetti, don't get me wrong, there's confetti and lots of color changes, but everything is like, you know, there's at least a couple stitches of each color, not just like one stitch, and I don't know. I love it. There's still other people working on this. Actually, we Daydream Sea Turtle Sal on Instagram, and there's at least 3 of us working on it, and they are both working on the top right corner, and we always kind of laugh because it doesn't look like the same project because all of our colors, they're completely different from side to side. So yeah, so that is that one. And I am on 2.38%. This is a big one. I mean, it's a big one for me. It's my largest piece as of today. That'll change soon, I think. Okay. Okay. Didn't work on that one. Didn't work on that one. Well, you're not getting like a full-on whip parade today. What's next? Next is Bonded by the Rain, the mini by Leonid Afremov. On Instagram, we use the hashtag Colors of Afremov. There's a few of us for sure that are doing it. Good, the van has left. Okay. How much did I work on this one? 293. Oh, this is the color expansion. Color expansion on a mini. I mean, it's not max color. I'm sure max color would be even more, but it's fine. Okay, this is what it will look like when it is done. I had mentioned once before about wanting to get some significant progress on this one. I mean, I would love to have it done by my anniversary in August because that's our 15-year anniversary. That's not gonna happen. I mean, I'll be lucky to get like 10%. Well, let's be honest. But I am going to focus it on it more next year for sure. I've signed up for like full coverage fanatics on Facebook. I've signed up for some of their challenges. I don't know why, because I don't normally actually follow through with them, but I just thought maybe it would motivate me. Maybe. We'll see. But did I show you what this looked like the last time you saw it? I don't think I did. This is what it looks like now. So, yeah, okay. The colors in this one are gorgeous as well. Not when you do it that way though. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get the light so you can really see those colors. Very pretty. So I think the last time you saw it, I mean, I'm just working down a diagonal, so I was probably like up in the blues, I think, the last time you saw it. I was working on this last night. I mean, it's slow going. I think I put like 117 stitches in it last night, and I was probably working on it for a good 2 hours or so. I don't know. It's not a fast stitch, but it sure is pretty. And yeah, I like the diagonal, working on the diagonal for this one as well. And that one is at 2.51. Whew, I made it to 2.5% last night. I didn't stop on a weird number. So that is that one. Oh, I thought I was done. I am not. I have one more project to show. This is my garnet. Sorry, I forgot the bag. This is my garnet by Carolyn Manning Designs. I thought I had more done. I don't. It is part of the Shooting Stars collection. You know, the one that has all the birthstones. I don't know. She's been having a bunch of sales lately, but I resisted. I actually resisted all the sales. I don't think I got anything from Heaven and Earth Designs. I didn't get anything from Charting Creations. I did get something from Artisy, but that's okay. It was my first Artisy, actually. I don't feel like showing it right now, though. Carolyn Manning. I will show them. I'll talk about that later. Okay, Carolyn Manning Designs. Garnet, 115 stitches. Here is what it's going to look like when it's done. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. I think I said this the last time. I'm not sure if you can really see all those colors. Like, whoa. The reds are very subtly different. But it's just the small one. So I think it's like 6,000 stitches or something. I did the aquamarine. Yeah, they're like 6,500 stitches. And this one is at 5.18%. So I should really work some more on this one. This one is my oldest son's birthstone. And then I have one more after this, and then maybe I will, well, I have tons of hers on my wish list, but they're just gonna sit there for a while. They'll be there. And that's all my projects. Was that 12? Yeah, that's all I got. So, I don't really think I have anything more to tell you guys. 50 minutes. What's been going on? Oh, yes. I have another one. Where did that one go? How did I not show that? How did that sneak past me? I have everything in like my binder here, and I was just going page by page, but somehow one sneaked past. Ah, nope. Well, that's weird. Sorry. I don't know. Ah, okay. I don't think I showed this. This is my Oilers one. Oh, fun fact. Man, I don't think I talked about this. My in-laws took me and Chad to Oilers, the NHL hockey game, on November 5th. It was an early Christmas present, so that was really fun. The last time I've been to a game was January of 2020. So you know what happened the next few years. We couldn't go. But anyways, so they took us. It was an afternoon game. It was probably the worst game that they've played all season. They lost badly. They lost really badly, but it was still lots of fun. I mean, they did score 2 goals, so you know, we got to jump up and scream and yell and shout and high five random people. But yeah, they lost pretty bad, but it was fun. I mean, just the atmosphere and just being there at the arena was a good time. So anyways, that's probably the excitement that I've been up to lately. I think that pretty much sums it up. Oilers piece. This was my daily 30 for October. So I think there was probably a few days that I worked in October since my last video. I didn't do as well as I did with my aquamarine when it was my daily. But I still put extra than I normally do because I'm looking at my thing and it's like a lot of, because I write every month how many stitches I do, and there's a lot of zeros in previous months. So I did work on it some, but since you last saw it, I've only put in 197 stitches. So it's a pattern on Etsy. I don't think you can get it anymore, and I don't really think it's licensed, so I don't really want to put it out there. But I don't even know if this person has a shop anymore. So, but anyways, this is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. And here is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. So I think it looks a lot different than, even though it was only just under 200 stitches, I think this O is new for sure. That's not straight. I wonder how many people were trying to like tilt their head to get it to look straight. It's still not straight, but whatever. So I definitely did some more of the white, so you're not gonna see that. And I think I'm sure I just was like filling in there. So anyways, it looks pretty cool. It's not, like I said before, it's not a big piece. I think, nope, that is not helpful. I think I am almost at half, like maybe here is half, so yeah, it's not a big piece. I think it should be able to fit in like a 5x7 frame, so I really should get on that. But again, This is a paper pattern. I don't care for paper patterns very much, guys. Other than my raccoon. I'm fine with that one. But I'm not going to show that because there's no progress on it. Sadly, we've already been through this. Okay. Now I have showed everything. Now I am done. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, right. Okay, so I said I bought a Artisy pattern. This is the pattern I bought. It is God Shed His Grace, or God Sheds His Grace. I probably should have looked that up. Anyways, I'll put it up here. I am doing this with Alicia. It'll be our New Year, New Start. And our plan is for it to be a Sunday stitch come January. But both of us tend to change our minds, so we could change what we do like 5 times before New Year's comes. That's fine. It's fine. So anyways, yes, we got the medium because I think you can get like cropped, you can get the large, and we just decided to go with the medium, which is still huge. It's big, but it's really pretty. I really like it. It's definitely different colors than some of my other stuff, but I really like it. I've liked that pattern for a long time. I'm pretty sure, is it Cross Stitch Studio? I think they have a huge one of it as well. Anyways, so that is the start that I have planned, and then I also got the fabric. It's coming for my cross stitch that I talked about last time of my sister. So I'm gonna start that at some point. I don't know, but I at least got the fabric. So usually if I have the pattern and the fabric, it gets started. Things don't just sit in my bin. They get started. And oh, and I've got a bunch of floss, but that just regular DMC. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. If you stuck around this long, thank you. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for everybody who leaves comments. I love reading them. I love getting to know you guys better. I love, yeah, I like to communicate. If you came here from a different channel, please let me know so that I can go and thank those people. And if you have an Instagram account, please let me know. I like to, people when they post on YouTube and then they say that they're working on something, it's like, I want to see what you're working on. So if you have an Instagram account, please let me know, or message me on Instagram to let me know who you are, because sometimes people have different YouTube and Instagram, and I'm not always able to put that together. It takes me a little while, so yeah. Well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Yeah, it's like Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week. And yeah, that's all I've got. Yeah, this was a really bad intro or outro. Okay. Bye, guys. Okay, well, I started putting my stuff away and I'm looking down at my projects and I'm like, I don't remember showing that one. And you know what? It's because I didn't. So, yeah. Mom, if you are watching, please just turn off the rest of the video because there's nothing left for you to see. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Okay, so this is a project for my mom and my dad. It is Singing Sparrow by Sweet Wing Studio. I can't believe I forgot to show this. So this is done on a 16 count Wren by Picture This Plus. This, oh, I showed you what it's going to look like when it's done. This is what it was looked like the last time you saw it. I think I've shown this. Anyways, this is what it looks like now. I put in 70 stitches. I love this fabric, but I really don't think that you are seeing what I'm seeing. It does have some marbling, but I don't know if you're really getting the whole effect. But just take my word for it. It's really pretty. So I think if I have showed this, I think you just saw the H and this little border. Oh yes, you have, because I remember talking about how I can't stitch in a straight line. It's just the way it is. Funny, when I did the back stitching, and I was showing my husband, because I posted it on Instagram and you guys were very kind, telling me that, oh, it looks fine, and me and my husband are like laughing because it doesn't look fine, but it's okay. So I said to him, I was like, well, I'm like, I can't walk in a straight line. What makes you think I can stitch in a straight line? He's like, that's fair, yeah. Because I can't walk in a straight line, not because I'm like not sober or anything. It's just I can't walk in a straight line. It's like a family thing. When we walk, we veer to the side, so we're like bumping into the person constantly when we're walking. So Chad understands. He knew exactly what I was talking about. Anyways, so I do remember showing this to you guys because I said something about not being able to stitch in a straight line. But anyways, the I and the S is what is new. I am using all the called for. No, I'm not using all the called for. I did substitute some, but this right here is the called for. The Weeks Dye Works. No, man, it's not Weeks Dye Works. It's Classic Colorworks. Classic Colorworks in Chocolate Mousse. That's what this is. So, anyways, that is that. I can't believe I forgot. I was so happy with this project that I actually, well, I need to work on it more, obviously. I mean, there's not that much to be happy about. There's not that much there, but I love this project is what I was getting at. And then I do remember I did buy one more thing, which again, Mom, if you didn't listen to me and didn't turn off, please do. If you have never gotten a crochet project from me, look away. I still haven't told her about my Flosstube, so I really don't think that she's going to show up. But anyways, I got this Bernat blanket yarn in, what is it? Sailor's Delight. I don't know why. I just thought it looked really cool. I don't know. It was just something I've never seen before. And it's that really soft, like the Bernat blanket stuff, so it's really soft. So I'm going to make my mom a waffle blanket because I don't know how to make anything else other than blankets. And I just really like the waffle blanket. So that is my plan. I have been meaning to start this for forever. If I could, again, this is like the whole backstitching thing. If I could hire somebody to do the chain of my blanket and working into the chain, I am totally fine with doing the rest of the blanket. I just do not like the chain and working into the chain. I find it so tedious, and the counting, and just like, somebody do those first 2 rows for me and then I can do the rest. It's fine. So I'm procrastinating, and my husband was the one who picked this up for me at Michael's, and there was only two of these, and I've been checking Michael's and they're not stocking it again. I can get it online though. It's not like it's out of like, you know, it's not that they're not making it anymore, but I'm gonna have to pay shipping, and that's gonna make it really expensive. But I haven't even started, so I mean, I've got 2 big ones like this. It will, I think it'll probably be like at least 5 or 7. I used 7 for my son's, I think. I don't know. I love the waffle blanket, but it like really eats up your yarn. But it's just so squishy and I love the texture of it. Okay. Well, I guess it's not really one of my videos if I don't have to like add an extra thing because I forgot something, right? I'm just keeping with tradition. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.